Hey guys, this is Tara Macklin. I'm hopping in here to do a cooking show on my own. Sorry, my cute, adorable son is not with me today. However, I hope you guys will still find that this recipe is helpful to you in your pursuits of just finding other ways to eat and enjoy food. So what I'm making today is a tangy Asian slaw, and there are definitely some varieties that you can add into it to kind of change up a little bit, but I'm going to give you like the base, and then you guys can kind of decide what to do with the rest of it. So first place to start is what the slaw is actually consisted of. You can see here my bowl is full of some really big goodies here. I cheat. So I buy this Trader Joe's carnivorous crunch, and it is kale, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, green cabbage, and red cabbage. You guys can go up and buy like a cabbage and shred it up yourself and add in kind of whatever you want to. Some people like to do, I've seen friends of mine that take the recipe and like chopped in some carrots and things like that, just to give it a little bit more color if they don't want like the purples and stuff like that in there. So that's totally acceptable. You could probably just go up and grab a regular coleslaw packet without the dressing and make this up just fine. So my bags are 10 ounces each. I do 2 bags of that. So if you even just did like 2 cups worth of some sort of slaw, that would be pretty sufficient. That'd get you like 4 ounces shy of what I'm doing. So I just like to make sure that I've got very light coating of the sauce when I do this, so I don't get too heavy on it. So the next thing that we're going to do is make up said sauce. So this has got quite a bit of stuff in here, but I love this recipe because I'm using dates for my sugar source. So I'm not going to really create a crazy spike in my blood sugar doing this natural method. So, and what I actually do, and it'll take some of the sweetness out of these dates. So these are pitted dates, and we shop at Sprouts, so this is where we got this, but there's a lot of stores that have these. Kroger is a big chain, actually Dillon's for us. So I know we found them there before, somewhere like that as well. But these are pitted, so you'll definitely want to get them pitted unless you are you're good at the pitting thing, and that's like no biggie for you. But I want to try to make this as easy as possible. I will take the dates. It only calls for 3 dates, so this package will last us a while, and we just keep it in the refrigerator. It keeps them a little bit longer. But we also eat this quite a bit, especially this time of year, so the time that I'm creating this video. So, but my tip on these dates, so you'll notice even when I pour this out of here, they'll still, and I can kind of see them a little bit, there's still like some little chunks in there, but soak them for about like 3-4 hours maybe. One, it'll kind of pull out some of that extra sugar, and it'll kind of loosen it up a little bit. So it'll still give some good sweetness, but when you go to puree it, whether you use like a magic bullet or whatever you utilize to puree it with, then it will break up the dates a little bit better. I've done it before where I've not soaked them, or I've tried even soaking them in the seasoning, the sauce that I made up, and that just doesn't seem to work to break it down. So I have had better success by soaking it in water to just kind of help loosen up the dates, and like I said, it helps kind of take a little bit of that sugar out too. So if you're worried about the sugar content, that's one thing to help you out with that. So you'll do 3 dates, and then you're going to take 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar of any brand. You will want a 1/4 cup of coconut aminos, and I really like this one because it's got the ginger in it and lime flavor, so it's already kind of got that inspirational flavor in there. So this is a great brand. It's called Big Tree Farms, so we buy that just up at some of our local stores here in town. You will then need to grab some sesame oil. That's going to help give it some more of that Asian inspired flavor. So I put in 2 tablespoons of that, and then I do a 1/2 tablespoon of some just EVOO. So, oh, and I can't forget, we got to have our garlic. So that's, if you're not doing it like this, you can do like a couple cloves, just depending on the size of the cloves and how much garlic you want in there, but I put about a teaspoon in, and that is my garlic. and I'll put it all in here. I'll run it into the blender until it looks like it's fairly smooth. I mean, like I said, I've got a few little chunks in here, but it's not too bad. I've only got one bag in this bowl right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in, at least about half of it, and just mix it up. And I'll let it sit in the refrigerator for a couple hours and just let it flavorize, so it won't be anything crazy. And it should be ready to serve. So if you want to make this up for a dinner or something like that, it's something you can make up in the morning and it'll be ready to go. Other toppings that people put on this, they'll put some sesame seeds. My husband's not a big fan of like straight up sesame seeds, so we will take just some, almonds from the store, and we'll chop them up and we'll sprinkle that over the top. You can serve this as a side dish. We've totally done that, or you can put some meat in it too. So whether you chop up some pieces of pork or chicken, we've grilled some chicken. I've not done any kind of seafood in it, but that's totally up for you to try out and see what you think of. I'm sure shrimp or something like that would be good in here. So the options are totally up to you, and the options are endless, but it's a great dish. It's very versatile, and if you're just needing a little bit Asian flavor in your life, there you go. It's simple and easy. So I'm going to finish putting this together. I will definitely get this recipe typed up and attached to this video for an easier reference for you guys. And as always, if you're needing more resources, check out the group that's listed below. And that, for especially those of you women out there that are PCOS, this is a great community where we talk about all kinds of things, including food and recipes and things like that that are shared in the group. So anyways, I hope to see you at the next video. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.